Hey everyone, I'm back, and you're probably wondering why am I in my backyard, basically sitting around, well, just getting a fresh. Well, for the record, I just want to get a bunch of fresh air, and well, I mean, since everybody's doing their lot, doing words on at home these days, like news and basically actors from movies, all that everything is due to what's going on. So I decided that well. I decided to do it outside because I thought maybe I might get a bunch of get fresh air, and I got some big news. Now I actually got some big news. The Yokai series is coming soon on from October to November, and I don't want to say this. Okay, don't worry. The Monster Rebels Part 2 is going to be coming up next. I just need to add the text. Now, believe it or not, I actually have some news I want to tell you. Now, apparently, I've decided since I haven't been sent making stop motion movies lately. I've decided to make an episode series of Kill la Kill Primal Species all throughout September. And uh, and apparently I've decided to put, and I know this is going to be sad for all of you. I've decided to put the Monster Rebels in a brief hiatus. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't panic. It's not going to be gone forever. It's not going to be gone forever. It's actually I'm just doing a little stop motions on the side so I get enough ad revenue. And okay, I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this for you guys. But hey, I need extra money for some new equipment and stuff. So yeah. Well, to tell you the truth, okay. It I've been I've been working now. Sorry, it's just I've been a little under the weather. I've been a little under the weather lately, but I mean I just got up from a nap, but I actually feel much better now. So now what am I going to show you? Hybrid dinosaurs called what? Island of Freaks. Eh, thinking about it. Thinking about it. Now, believe it or not, believe it or not, the reason why I'm doing this outside is because I want to do like a dramatic, an extremely dramatic reveal of what I got for, what I got today. And this is basically has been my favorite childhood thing ever since when I was a kid. Now, allow me to explain. Okay, before I explain, like I said, I'm only gonna put them on. Now, I don't know. I don't want to tell you this, but I'm putting the Monster Rebels in a very brief hiatus. And I'm thinking about releasing it on Christmas. I'm releasing part. I'm thinking about releasing part 2 and part 3 on Chris. No wait. Part. I'm gonna release part 2 on Labor Day, and I'm gonna release and I'm gonna make. Oh, it is. Trust me, Tom. Okay, now, believe it or not, damn it, I just spoiled it. But that doesn't matter. The point is that I've decided to put the Monster Rebels in a brief hiatus, and I will release part 2 this month. Release part 2 this month, but I will make the rest of the movie on January on Archie Sonic versus is showing in Death Battle. Oh, that's cool. Now, and this is actually something very special because I okay now, and don't worry because I'm bringing back not even though I'm putting it in a brief hiatus, I'm not giving it up. Now, Mammoth Titan, what's a hybrid with Tom? Okay, well, anyways, even though Monster Rebels is in a brief hiatus, I'm really sorry I have to say that, but I realized that I've decided I have to make 4 parts. Part 1 now, part 2, which is in the works, and part 3 and part 4. Okay, part 3 will be the fight with Typhon, and part 3 will be a surprise. You'll like it. Okay, that's in Secondontosaurus. What's that? Okay, well, anyways, the brief. I've decided to put it in a brief. So yeah, and I'm gonna be work now. This is actually a good thing because I haven't been working on films other than the Monster Rebels lately. So I've decided to make make a brand new little a mini series on. No, I've decided to make a mini series on in September since it's a back to school special, and October and November will be the yokai series. I'm gonna make 3 videos, throughout the 2 months, and for December I'm gonna be working on the Monster Rebels. I'm gonna be working on Monster Rebels Part 3, and hopefully get the series back on track because my YouTube channel because my brother and I have been showing me and doing some research that my channel is going way down lately, and I've been losing. Thanks, man. Thanks, I really appreciate it. And I'm hoping that I will get my series. Oh, thanks. Now and okay, and I'm hoping to get my channel back on track because I know I'm gonna do it, and I will prevail. Reasons will prevail. That's the words from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Okay, Danny DeVito. Okay, now this is now here is the reveal of what I got Now, let me tell you a story of how this all started. When I was like 6 or 7 years old, I read a book in St. Gregory. It was a book about dragons, and not just dragons. When I was a kid, I did not know that it was made by the same guy, Gourmet Base. I don't know who the guy's name was, but he's the same guy who did the book of Animalia, the alphabet book, which, believe it or not, actually had the TV show. Oh no, it's not that. It's something better. And I've been doing research so long that, believe it or not, I actually got it in the mail, and for a long time coming, I finally got some. And by long time coming, I mean, and for a long time, I finally. Oh, thanks, Marco. I finally got the book that made me fall in love with my childhood. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, no need to say get on with it from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Got this book in my hands thanks to a little buddy called Amazon. I present to you the discovery of dragons. That's right. I got it. And believe it or not, this is actually the new version. It's the research revealed version, and it features Europe and North American dragons. So that's cool. Now, this is actually done by the same guy that did Animalia, and actually, believe it or not, I fell in love. Believe it or not, I did not know it was made by him. And apparently, actually, believe it or not, this is the new version, and the old version is blue, but it has like, yep, that's right, and that's right, Marco. This was the book that started it all, and I'll show you why. Now, when I was a kid, the book was blue, and it had white dragons on front of the page, and as you can see, here's a picture of the dragon. Apparently, it's called a rattleworm or something. I'm going to show you right now. I present to you the forbidden knowledge of power. Like, hang on a second. Let me just of power. Okay, dang it. Here it is. Here it is. I remember this page. When I was a kid, I was thrilled. I loved this picture. It always made me smile. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me that is not the cutest thing you've ever seen. Reminds me of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends or something. Here's a table of contents featuring all the dragons, but but I'm gonna, I'm gonna let you, I'm gonna let you see it. You have a Night Fury, and it's a cat. Good for you. Okay, now this is the picture I was talking about. Believe it or not, these dragons were used to be in front of this page of the book, but for some reason they decided to put it in the new version. They didn't put it in the new version because it's, well, new. Now these dragons are called Great Snow Dragons, and Vikings. And believe it or not, I actually did my research in this book, and Vikings, believe it or not, fought these dragons. Ah, dang it, this stupid quality. These drag. Yeah. Sorry. And I'm pretty sure that these Vikings might have. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna move it over here because they don't because the Wi-Fi's barely on. Okay, now believe it or not, these dragons were fought by Vikings, and I'm pretty sure that they might have been the sole inspiration for How to Train Your Dragon. That's my theory in a way. And these dragons are about the size of are bigger than horses, so it's quite possible that these dragons might have carried out horses and eat them for consumption, or in this case, food. Now in the map it says they live in Green Day, hence the green here. I really wish they would have made the map a lot bigger because you could barely see it. Here, see? Green Day. They live in Green Day. Moving on. And here is a bottom part of the Vikings and the dragons. Is of the Vikings along with the dragons. And I'm starting to think these dragons might have been like, okay, now believe it or not, I might put these dragons in the Monster Rebels universe because believe it or not, these guys could be the dragons of Jotunheim. Are you guys familiar with Jotunheim? The realm of the giants? The great snow dragons have been. Okay, it says here, pictured here very much as Bon of Bon must have seen them. Three great snow dragons merge from the word shrieking from the swirling. Sorry, the thing turned out. Okay, moving on. Great snow dragons emerge shrieking from the swirling Arctic tempest in search of the unexpected Nordic riffraff. Note of the of superheated steam issue from their nostrils. So basically, these dragons do breathe fire, which is kind of cool in a way. I thought they would like breathe ice or something. Moving on. Now, I have to say this picture is actually pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. And here is the Emerald Dragon. Now, I'm not gonna lie. This illustration looks pretty awesome, but the wing anatomy looks kind of off. Anatomy looks kind of off. To be honest, when I was a kid, I thought he was fighting like a giant bee at first, but it turns out he was just breathing fire so bees don't touch it, or wasps in this case don't touch his face. Exactly. That is not found in human anatomy other than butterflies. And according to this, dragons lived in the dragons. The dragon was about the size of a horse, about slightly smaller than the European variant. And it says here that they live in Scotland. And it says here that these dragons lived in Scotland. See that? Right there. I think that's Scotland. I don't know. Now, believe it or not, it's quite possible that these Okay, it says here up to the age of 13, the young age of 13, the young Elmlord dragon is vulnerable to attack of a range of stinging insects due to its fragile and almost transparent skin. Yeah, I don't really see it. However, as the dragon matures, its pyro projectile ability emerges as an effective to earn to most adversaries. He's in this scene, an ill-advised Kakinos B. He zeroes on the innocent dragon, unaware of its demise. Wait, is this dragon small or? Okay, now believe it or not, this dragon's design looks interesting, but ironic. Now here is the Welsh dragon. I'm sure the Emerald Dragon survived. Here is the red Welsh dragon, and I have to say, his design looks pretty cool. Now he kind of does remind me of Smaug a little bit. I mean, the red coloration, and he looks good. Now the Welsh dragon is about the same size and height as a human, which I can only see. Now, the Welsh dragon somehow lives in the same place as Scotland, which makes a lot of sense. You're welcome, man. Now, here's where it gets interesting. An unproportionally bad-tempered brute. The Welsh red oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, man. Is a compulsive hoarder. Yeah, I can see that. Often of useless things and old prams and or 6-year-old computers, but sometimes is genuine treasures such as gold, jewelry out of print, Australian in children's books. Wow, that is funny. I mean, despite the fact, sorry, that's another. Despite the fact that it's sorry. Despite the fact that this is an old. Okay, that cloud. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, it's just that there was a cloud that looked like a cartoon skull or something. It looks like he's holding a pirate sword or a hook hand or something. Okay, is that a pirate? Okay, well, anyways, this is the red Welsh dragon, and looks good. Moving on. And finally, from the European section, we have the St. George's dragon. Now, the St. George's dragon, when I was a kid, I thought this dragon was like a really old dragon, and I thought he was surrounded by trash, but I guess my mind didn't even understand this book as much as I did. This dragon was twice bigger than a man. I guess about the same height as a horse. And it lives in Europe and northern Africa, which is kind of strange. Now, this dragon, I actually really... Now, believe it or not, my St. George's dragon doesn't look anything like this. And it's in my dragon book, it looks more like a wyvern. Actually, believe it or not, in real life, dragons would not have 6 limbs. I mean, 4 legs and 2 wings counts as 6 limbs. In real life, dragons would have 2 wings and 4 legs, in the exception of 2 sails on their spines that they're not. In fact, a millot, for the unpleasant business concerning St. George of England, the St. George dragon is in fact a gentle giant. More at ease with a pile of cabbages than a knight on horseback. Okay, now griffins. Now in real life, griffins would be, believe it or not, griffins would be the only 6-legged mammals, or in this case, 6-legged hybrid with birds and mammals, in the real world. If there were gods, the griffins would be created by these creatures, and they would be the only 6-legged mammals to have existed alongside the Pegasus. So it's quite possible that the griffin there have been several hundred different species of griffins around the world. Moving on. So this dragon's is younger than this. Members of the species are tempted by the juicy potion of peasant more than the mature St. George dragons are entirely vegetarian. So this is like his own take on the St. George's dragon. That's really cool. Oh, I like that. And can mostly be seen remote parts of lying in wait passing grocery trucks. So this dragon's like a vegan, like a vegetarian. That's pretty interesting, I might say. Now for the Asian dragons. The land of the rising sun. Look at that icon. Dang it, this quality. Look at that icon. So beautiful. This is beauty in its masterpiece right here. The discovery of Asiatic dragons. Now, the snake with legs. Now, believe it or not, this next dragon was actually my personal favorite when I was a child. I present to you the Mongolian Screamer. Now, when I was a kid, I thought these creatures had the heads of cats and the heads and tails of cats with the bodies of vultures. And you know what? That I can actually see that. The Mongolian Screamers are roughly the size of cats. Okay, that's funny. And when I was a kid, I think the Mongolian Screamers would often scream and shriek like the velociraptors from Dinosaur Planet, which I thought maybe that would fit, mainly for the fact because these dragons might have replaced the very dinosaurs that were there. Okay, no need to put memes in there, Tom. Okay, ever since the discovery of the Mongolian Screamer, its complex and extremely antisocial abilities have fascinated serpentologists all over the world, over. That's okay, man. It's credited in no less as 33 distinctive calls, all of which appear to be openly aggressive or offensive to other dragons. Yeah, they look beautiful. I mean, the way they're in front of the moon like that is just astounding. which is astounding. Now, the next one, I don't know if it's a dragon, but you'll see. This is the Japanese butterfly worm, and I have to say, this one is astounding. I mean, look at its wings. This one... This one's wings look like a combination of a bat's, a dragon's... Oh, it's these things. James Mason Day. And okay, moving on. Now, I actually love the design. The dragon's wings look exactly like butterfly wings, and they actually close up like butterfly wings. This dragon is so... It's a butterfly lizard, actually. And I have to say, this thing, I have to say, is... It looks exactly like inspiration. It took inspiration from animals of... It takes inspiration from animals from real life, like bats and butterflies and stuff. And I love the combination of the lining of the butterfly wing and the different combination overall. Now, oh, fan turned on. Ow. Now, believe it or not, this is actually one of the oldest... Now, believe it or not, these are the smallest known dragons in the book. Hence this. It's so tiny! Farthing. Now, it says that this thing is a Japanese... but if you look very closely, this thing is found in... found in here or something. Yeah. That's okay. It's distinctive. Okay. It's distinct. It's diminutive. If secret of sweet scented oil from its glands beneath its wings, the healing properties of the oil defy medical explanation. And however, the oil appears effective in treatment in wide range of ailments. Holy shit! So this dragon secretes an oil that can heal anything. So if this dragon was real, we already know where we can find it. We already know what we're gonna cure first. Well, actually, two things that we can cure. Swore on what? You said swore, he swore. What does that mean? Spadingo. And cancer. Now, this dragon is very small and actually is mostly on nectar. Now, believe it or not, I don't really think this is a dragon. It kind of reminds me of a yokai for some reason. I'm thinking about putting this dragon in my next movie, in my next yokai. So this is. He didn't have. I'm so sorry about that. Now here's the dragon again. Now here's the dragon again, and look at its face. It's like you caught him. It's like you caught him, like, yeah, was robbing his stuff. Like, ah! Oh, that's funny. Very precious. Now the next. Now this is the next dragon. Now this is the Eastern Temple Worm. Now the Eastern Temple Worm is a dragon that roams Asian temples. The design on it looks fantastic. It reminds me. Its eyes kind of remind me of Molgaroth from the Spiderwick Chronicles. Actually, no, it doesn't have two heads. This is two separate dragons. Dragons just living together. And by separate dragons, I mean like siblings or something. I don't know. Now, allow me. Now, according to the size comparison, this dragon is roughly that's okay. This dragon is as big as a. This dragon is about the same height as a human, but despite. Yeah, maybe it could be a male and female. However, this dragon is living. Well, apparently these are Eastern dragons, but to me I call them Eastrakes. If in real life they wouldn't have wings like that. Okay, now you guys want to know something very interesting? Are you familiar with the old TV show Rupert? They're Eastrakes, or as I like to call them. Are you familiar with the movie Rupert? With the TV show Rupert? With the show Rupert, it's about a white bear who basically goes on these magical and strange and amazing adventures with his friends. And one episode is about his friend Pom Ping who visits the Emperor of China. However, he gets kidnapped. However, the Emperor's pet dragon gets really jealous and sends the great dragon to kidnap him and try to eat him, which is ironic. Tried to eat him, and believe it or not, this dragon was actually this dragon is supposed to be a Chinese dragon, but it resembles. Search up Rupert episode 1, and you'll understand what I'm saying. Now these dragons are a member of the Eastrake family because these dragons would not have wings like this in real life. Now, I'm going to read them about them right now. The propensity of the worms adopt Asiatic worms adopt temples and well documented. However, particular species seems quite unfussed about the extent nature of the effects to which they lays calm. One account exists of an Eastern temple worm. Eastern temple worm adopting a post box. In result that no male has delivered in that part of Canton in over 30 years. Who would have thought? Look at that. Can anyone tell me what this is? It could be Garuda. If anybody knows what this statue represents, leave a comment. Holy shit, that was a blue heron. A blue heron just flew by. Nah, it can't. It's not a. It can't be a griffin with a hat. It could be like Garuda or something. Yeah, I saw a blue heron fly across. Okay, now I actually like the eyes of the dragon. They look really nice. They kind of remind me of Mogaroth a little bit. Believe it or not, I actually drew the Eastern Temple Worm in my dragon book. What are you talking about? Not again, dude. I'm. Now this guy is interesting. He's a Chinese dragon with beautiful well, I'm by angel I mean like beautiful phoenix wings, and he's got an incredibly derpy. That's okay. He's got an incredibly derpy face. Look at his face. Look at his face. Sorry. Are you looking at me? Do you think I'm beautiful? Moving on. It's okay. Still, this dragon's pretty beautiful. Okay. According to its size comparison, it's about the same size as a horse. Again, it's an East Drake. Again, it's an East Drake. Look at that. Interesting, isn't it? Ah, that's funny. Now, here's what it is. The subsequent of its discovery, Song Chenli's dragon, also known as the Great Golden Worm, interesting name, became popular amongst the nobility of Chen and due to its exciting attitude for the security work indeed was the 30th century burglar who entered the premise displayed a sign, "Beware the worm." Interesting. He is. Now, I forgot to show you the Eastern Temple Worms thing. As you can see, here it is, all the way down to the bottom. Here are the two worms falling asleep together. Very cute. And there you go. And here is the one with the Sung Lee's. Oh wow! Look at that! Look at the sky. Becoming evening time. Anyways, here is for the Sung Chenli's dragon. There's an elephant. There's the boat. There's the dragon itself being mangled by a guy. Disturbing. Wait, is that its skin? Oh, that's adorable. Look at that. Look at that. That's nice. A young woman playing music for two dragons. That's adorable. Actually, the way I make my manticore is depicted to be a bipedal creature with a bipedal creature, but with the it's depicted to be a bipedal creature, but with bat-like wings. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the cloud. That's even the end of this. Hang on. Never mind. Now here it. Sorry about that. I was just looking at the clouds. The tropical dragons section. It's toucan face. Actually, believe it or not, there is a dragon that inspired me a little bit. Tropical dragon session. Look at that. Look at that. Look, he looks so relaxed. Like, you want to buy something? It's for free. Chill, bruh. Okay. Now this one is called the Living Stones Demon. Called the Living Stones Demon. And I have to say, this dragon looks really disturbed. This dragon, believe it or not, was the inspiration for a dragon I like to call the Congo-billed wyvern. And the Living Stone Demon is a dragon found in the Congo Basin in Africa. So I guess this means this dragon. You think that this dragon would? Actually, yeah, it kind of does look like an oviraptor. And this dragon is about the size of a cat. You think that's small? Ah, dang this stupid camera. Okay, there you go. You think that's small, dude? Look at this dragon compared. Yeah, that's right. He's smaller. That's right. He's smaller. So technically, this dragon's meat is almost medium. It's about the same height as my cat. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. That's my cat, by the way. Now, often mistaken as the Liberman's demon, this most primitive myth of beasties, it dwells deep in the jungles of the Congo. Oh, subsist subsists a diet of berries, small birds, and mammals. So this guy's an omnivore. So this guy's mostly an omnivore. No, I have a Smilodon.
Oh wow.
Clouds are so pretty this time of month. Uh, in the jungles of the Congo, it it's helmeted explorer. I call Dillinger a Sabertooth. Okay, now here is the dragon. Here is the dragon himself. Damn this stupid camera. Basically, here's the exploration. Wait, I did not know there were writing in here. Jungle madness. Emerges from the bushes. Wait, this dragon was supposed to be the size of a cat. Look how big it is. Must be a scientific era. Young Darwin will be most interested. Ha! Sorry. Now this one, it's actually inspired. I actually also took inspiration. This is the crested dipper, and to tell you the truth, it kind of looks like a. And to tell you the truth, it kind of looks like. And believe it or not, I think this dragon mostly feeds on fish, and apparently found in rivers in Africa. And according to its size, it's about the size of a small dog. Size of a dog. You know, from here it kind of looks like a Skeksis. What do you think, guys? Does this look like a Skeksis? Or a Mystic? Let me know. Actually, yeah, it does look like a duck raptor. The crested dipper's definitive fan-like frill that is used to slow its dive when fishing for shallow water. A sudden shock of cold water causes the frill to spread out, showing the rate. Don't worry, man. Times change. Rate of descent, thus preventing the dragon from knowing itself senseless on the waterbed, on the riverbed. That's cool. Oh, look at that. That looks like Niagara Falls. Lake Victoria, I mean. Here's a local African tribe. And here's the dragon eating a fish. Whoa. Whoa. Look at that. Very nice. You know, I think I chose the perfect night for this. Whoa. Even beautiful. That is amazing. Excuse me. Light in. Hang on. Turn it back on. Now here is the common green drac. Now this thing is ugly. I mean, look at its face. Its head looks like, if this thing was mistaken for a dinosaur, I wouldn't be surprised. To be honest, I call this dragon a drake because due to its tiny wings, it won't be able to fly off the ground. Now it kind of does look like a fish. Now this dragon is found on a frog than a fish. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Dang this stupid camera. He huge. You mean boy, he's thick. That's a thick ass boy. I'm funny. Now, according to this green part, he lives in the island of Madagascar. Yeah, yeah, King Julian. I think you're gonna have to fear more than just Fusa. Oh, don't worry, he's not in this book. Actually, I wish he was. I wish he was in this book, but apparently they're gonna have to pay millions of dollars from Toho to do that. Notable for its unattractive appearance and an offensive smell. I can tell this guy is smelly. The common green drake is a creature best left on its own, left to its own devices. And the ungainly stance of the beast's belly's an ability to move extremely rapidly in order to catch anything even remotely edible that strays too close to its lair. That's pretty interesting. Like a crocodile, exactly. Okay, now here is the bottom. Hang on. The wilds of Africa. There's a rhino and a giraffe and a chimpanzee and a leopard and a bird and a rhino. I think that's an oryx, I think, or like an impala. It's a boat to Madagascar. There's the awful gurgle. And by awful gurgle, I mean like, that's funny because I can imagine what this dragon would be called in How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, thanks, man. Actually, oryx are mostly found in deserts, are they? No, moving on. Well, anyways, let's go to the next one, and lo and behold, another derpy face. It's like he's seen shit. I've seen things, man. I've seen horrible things. Can you imagine the things I've seen? I don't understand. Wow. Now, according to the size comparison, it's as big as a kangaroo. Won't be surprised, and apparently there is no green chart anywhere, but apparently it says it lives in Tasmania. Interesting. Now, I thought the Tasmanian devil from Looney Tunes was weird. I qualified this as a Dravian. I have a dragon with bird-like features. A dragon with bird features. The most bizarre member of the Drac family. It is found only in Tasmania, and it was once plentiful across the southern half of the island. And it is now teetering on the verge of extinction. On the verge of extinction. The last confirmed sighting being on the 6th of April, 1890. Wow. So these dragons became extinct like the thylacine did. Poor thing. Poor things. I guess that's why he's seen some shit. I get it, cause he saw his kind getting killed. Okay, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to bring down the mood like that. Okay, well, on the next page. Still, I'm pretty sure. Still, these dragons are mostly Mason Day. I'm pretty sure they're Dravians. They're dragons with bird-like features. And here is the newest part of the book. I present to you the New World dragons, found in the United States of America. Take that, Donald Trump. Now this next dragon is going to be something bizarre. Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to sing that song. Now here is the first two-headed dragon in the book that kind of looks like pterosaurs, believe it or not. What do you think, Tom? It looks like a cross between. Now, I have to say, this dragon's design doesn't look that bad, but it looks more like a cross between a pterosaur, a lion, and a bug. Yep, with two heads. It's called the two-headed Peruvian mountain drake. I classify this as a hydrake, a dragon with multiple heads. It's only the only example of a two-headed dragon. In fact, the only example of two-headed anything. So this is the only dragon with two heads. It's a hydrake. Outside the federal government, funny, this unusual talkative dragon is fluent in Spanish, French, and can type in 60 words in a minute. So this dragon's intelligent too. Wow. Hydrake. 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 As you can see, here is the hang on. I don't know if you can see this in this camera quality. It says postcard from Peru. There you go. Here they are exploring the lands. Dang this stupid camera. It's a dragon with it's a group of species of it's a dragon group with multiple it's a scientific term for dragons with multiple heads. Here is the Spanish invasion is somewhere. They look like construction equipment. Weird. And here is the two-headed dragon with the no one inspects the Spanish Inquisition, or dang it, I don't even know what the Monty Python sketch was. In a minute, I'm almost done. Sorry, that's my mom again. Actually, yeah, it kind of does look like a terror bird, in a way. I mean, if this dragon was more like, I mean, I would make this into something like a dragon, making like that. Now, behold the Eeyore of dragons. Behold the donkey of dragons. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Oh Lord, he coming. He's thick, boy. That's a thick ass boy. Yeah, take that. Dang it. Yeah, take that, boy. You're not the thick ass boy. He's the thick ass boy. This dragon is called the Drake de Manco, according to the size comparison, this dragon is about the size of a horse. Sorry, about the two-headed Peruvian guy. Dang this stupid camera! And it lives in Peru, as said. Lives in Peru. And it lives in Peru. Yeah, he kind of does have layers. Drake de Mango. No, it's Drake de Manco. M-A-N-C-O. Yeah, there we go. Now, believe it or not, as funny as this is, this dragon has a very sad depiction, but I can live with it. Now, its size comparison is huge. Look at this big boy. It's as big as it kind of looks like that big fat bunny from the credits of Hotel Transylvania 2. Okay, here's what it says. This ground-dwelling vegetarian, okay, so it's a vegetarian as the St. George's dragon, is a short-living dragon of all the New World species. Generally living less than 12 weeks. Holy shit, for real? Oh, upon hatching. Oh, poor guy. The young dragon weighs between 45 and 85 kilos. It immediately begins consuming cactus plants day and night, repeatedly bringing its curbside weight to about 17 tons. Damn. Sending it permanently to the big cactus garden in the sky. In short, a short life, but a happy one. You know, if this guy was in captivity, he would have lived longer. So if this guy basically kills itself by eating. So this guy lives a short lifespan by eating. Just like the average American. Okay, I'm sorry. I take it back. I take it back. I know there are American fans out there. I would never insult Americans. I love America, despite me being Canadian. It's funny. And speaking of America, here is the dragon on the front page of the book. And according to its size, it's huge. You're Welsh? Oh, good for you. Good for you. The leader. Okay, this dragon is called the Western Skull-Faced Rattleworm. That's pretty interesting. Oh, hang on a second. Now, this guy's found in Mexico. Guy is found in Mexico. As you can see, here are the pages on the bottom. Okay, if that's not stereotypical Mexicanism, I don't know what is. There's the big boy right now. Now here is the Titanable. Now here is the rattleworm, and it says here that the western skull-faced rattleworm grows up to 200 meters long. This colossal pyro-capable dragon lives in underground, merging around twilight and or first thing in the morning to feed on the contents of passing railroad trains, and to traumatize cowboys who have been out in the desert too long. So this thing's basically the graboid of dragon species. This thing's basically the graboid of dragon species. Yeah, take that, Kevin Bacon. Look at that. That thing's amazing. Now, out of all the faces, now let's take a look at the bottom. Dang it, hang on a second. Dang it, hang on. Now here is a train, and there is a dragon, heading towards it. Which kind of reminds me of the scene of Men in Black 2 with the giant worm. You know, like that scene where Will Smith, aka Jay, had to stop Jeffrey the giant worm from eating subway trains. That's basically what it is. Or Mothra, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Now, you think the Chun-Li's dragon, the Chinese river, the Japanese butterfly lizard, and the Eastern and the drake have the derpiest faces of all? Well, behold, the greatest derpiest faces in the history of derpiest faces. Look at that. The beautiful of derps. Okay, the gorgeousness of derps. The heavily of derps. Derpist. Yeah, that's good. This dragon is actually, now believe it or not, this dragon is actually found in Canada, just like me. And it's called the masked Mountie monster. A Mountie monster. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I mean, now, out of all the dragons, this is not a dragon. I mean, I can see it. It has the wings, it has claws, it has everything, but this thing is not a dragon. It looks more like a chimera than a dragon. I mean, look at this thing. This is not a dragon. It's a chimera. Do you guys think this is a chimera? Yeah, it is a chimera. I mean, look. It's a cross between a moose, a pig, and an eagle, with a little bit of wolf in the mix. Okay, blamed for the unexpected disappearance of. Sorry. Blamed for the unexpected disappearance of several members. A move to. And according to its size comparison, its biggest amount, it's twice taller than a human. Dang, this stupid camera. I think I have to go inside and show this. Okay. I'm not going in my room. And that the costume is alive! Hang on. It's very lifelike, well, mainly for the fact that the costume is alive. Get it? Because the monsters are real. Again. What else? Okay. It says here, blamed for its unexplained disappearance of several members of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police over the years. This shy and rarely seen dragon has been hunted on to the verge of extinction. However, some remaining specimens are still found sitting quietly in the redwood forest and afar from human habitation, waiting for the sound of hoofbeats. Look at this. This thing does not look anything like a dragon. It looks more like a chimera. I mean, look, it's got the wing, the body of an eagle, oh, the eyes of a wolf, and the nose and the nose of a pig and antlers of a moose. It's like God. Wait, so this. Wait, hang on a second. Yeah, I think it did. I think this dragon actually hunts people or something. That's interesting, believe it or not. Okay, as you can see, here's the Canadian in focus, or at least it's, I wonder if my camera can my camera can focus. Oh, there we go. Canada in focus. Here's some stereotypical Canadians. Here is the picture of the dragon. Very cool looking. I wonder if this thing I wonder if this thing is the real. This thing is the real Wendigo. Now here is the Peruvian drake. That's interesting. And here is the end, and that's the end of the book. Is and there you go. That was the whole thing. So yeah, that was the discovery of dragons. A round of applause, everyone. A round of applause. Sorry, that's my cat over there. Now, believe it or not, ever since I found on this book. Sorry, I was talking about something else. Okay, believe it or not, thanks. Don't forget to put the clap emoji. You believe it or not, this is actually one of my favorite. Actually, one of my favorite. This is actually a book that I will cherish for the rest. Believe it or not, I'm actually going to cherish this book for the rest of my life, and because there's something special about it that makes me want to say, squee. And you know what? Look at this. I've been waiting for this book ever since I ordered it on August, and you know what? I'm happy that I have it in my life, and I do not, and I'm gonna keep it in my room. This book is gorgeous. Anyways, so yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys. This book is really amazing, and if you guys want to, it was really amazing. And I'm thinking about putting and believe it or not, I'm actually next year I'm actually planning on making. Now a lot of you are now. Let me talk to you guys about something. A lot of you requesting when is Kaiju Rampage gonna come? When is Kaiju Rampage gonna come? When is Kaiju Rampage gonna come? Well, don't worry, it's coming soon. Because apparently next year I have a very important project I have to make on April. It, and I'm thinking about putting dragons in my book. Putting dragons in my channel, like like mythical creatures worldwide and stuff. I hope you guys and I know what you're gonna say. I'm Monster Rebels will be coming back soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't include God's mistake. Yeah, don't worry, buddy. I don't worry, buddy. Okay, Simba cartoon fan. I haven't gone to the sea kappa, the kitsune, and the and Empress Jin yet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye, Johnny. What? No, wait, Simba cartoon fan, don't go. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, and don't worry, the Monster Rebels Part 2 will be coming up very soon. I hope you guys. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, and I'm glad I have this forbidden knowledge in my life. Stay tuned. Peace.